Students, today we'll be starting with the fourth chapter, that is thermodynamics. In this chapter, I will be giving you an introduction of thermodynamics, which will be comprising of thermal equilibrium, what this mean by thermal equilibrium, Zeroth's law of thermodynamics, internal energy, thermodynamic system and thermodynamic surrounding, classification of thermodynamic system and thermodynamic process. So let us start. Thermodynamics. Thermo basically means heat, and dynamics means to move. Okay. Thermodynamics, it is what? It is a branch of physics that deals with the concept of heat and temperature and the interconversion of heat and other forms of energy. Okay. Take for example, we are doing exercise. Whenever we are doing exercise, we are doing some sort of work. Okay. And whenever we are doing some sort of work or exercise, what will happen? We'll be getting lot of sweat. So what is happening? Why we are getting sweat? Due to the heat produced inside a body. Okay, means whenever we will be doing exercise, what we are doing work, and due to that work done, lot of heat is produced inside a body, which has been moving out in the form of heat. Similarly, whenever engine moves, work is done, and due to this, first of all, engine starts moving due to the ignition of the chemical energy is converted into mechanical energy. It has been done with the help of an engine. Okay, due to which some work is done, and due to that work, some sort of ignition has been created, due to which heat has been produced. Okay, now conversion of work into heat. You might be knowing, whenever hot body is kept in a surrounding, what will happen? It will give out heat. It will give out heat in order to maintain its normal temperature. So what will happen? It will cool down by giving out heat. Similarly, when a cold body is kept, what will happen? It will extract the heat from the surrounding. It will extract the heat from the surrounding. So what will happen? It will get warmer, okay, by taking in heat. Now take for example, one glass is there, which is having water at a high temperature, and I am putting a ice cube. So what will happen to the ice cube? Ice cube will go on extracting the heat, taking heat inside, whereas the water, hot water, will what do? It will hot water will what do? It will give out heat. It will give the heat to the ice cube, and ice cube what will do? Ice cube will take heat. Okay, so heat, thermal equilibrium is basically related to heat transfer. Heat is a transfer from the substance at a higher temperature to that of the lower temperature. So heat always flows from a temperature of a high temperature region to a lower temperature region. This transfer is continued till the level of the heat content in both the substances same. Okay, take for example, I am keeping one beaker of hot water at the surrounding. If the surrounding temperature is 27 degrees Celsius and the hot water is 50 degrees Celsius, so what will happen? Heat will flow from the hot body, means hot water inside the beaker, to the surrounding, until and unless the beaker's water also comes to a temperature of 27 degrees Celsius, means equilibrium. Okay, that is thermal equilibrium is reached between the two substances. Two systems in thermal contact with each other are said to be in thermal equilibrium. If two systems are in thermal contact with each other, are said to be in thermal equilibrium if they do not transfer. When two objects are at same temperature, they are at thermal equilibrium. Take for example, I am having a compass box inside my bag, and bag and compass box are also at the same temperature. So means what? Both are at thermal equilibrium. Okay, so whenever they are at thermal equilibrium, there will be no transfer of energy. Okay, next one is Zeroth's law of thermodynamics. What does this law states is, if two systems are in thermal equilibrium with the third system, then they are also thermal equilibrium with each other. Over here, A, B, C, you can see the diagram, first diagram. A and C are in thermal equilibrium with each other, and in the plus, B and A are also thermal equilibrium with each other. So what we can say? B and C are also in thermal equilibrium. Try to understand. If two systems are in thermal equilibrium with the third system, over here third system is what? A. Over here third system is A. You can see two systems, B and C are in thermal equilibrium with A. So naturally B and C are also thermal equilibrium with each other. I will repeat. You can see at this diagram, third system is A. Okay, uh, B is third system is A. You can see C and A are in thermal equilibrium with each other in first one. In next case, what is there? B and A are also thermal equilibrium with each other. So naturally, B and C are also thermal equilibrium with each other. Okay. With the help of this significance, we will have some Zeroth's law of significance. Concept of temperature measurement. See, concept of temperature measurement is basically related to Zeroth's law of thermodynamics. How is it related? Let us study. The Zeroth's law enables us to use a thermometer to compare the temperature of different objects. Okay, why it is able to? Because the thermometer is in thermal equilibrium with the surrounding, as well as our body is also thermal equilibrium with the surrounding. So naturally, thermometer and our body can be brought in the same contact, and we can find out the temperature. That's what is written. When we use thermometer, the thermometer and the object are in thermal equilibrium, and the thermometer indicates the temperature of the object. Thermometer indicates what? Temperature of the object, as thermometer and the object are in thermal equilibrium. Okay, so temperature is defined on the basis of Zeroth's law of thermodynamics, and the science for measuring temperature. The science involved for measuring temperature is called as thermometry. Next one, internal energy. What is internal energy? Internal energy is defined as the energy associated with the random disturbed motion of the molecules of a system. Okay, whenever the molecules are there and whenever the molecules are in random motion from one place to another, they will be having internal energy. Okay, for example, a glass of water at rest on the ground. Whenever a glass of water is rest on the ground, it has no potential energy and kinetic energy. Okay, but the water molecules inside the glass at a given temperature. Take for example, I am having a glass at a zero temperature. It is having the water molecules inside it will not be having any kinetic energy, any potential energy. It will not be having any energy. But if I am taking a water molecule at certain temperature, it will also not be having kinetic energy and potential energy, but it will be having internal energy. Why it will be having internal energy? Due to the movement of a random molecules, because the molecules will start moving with a random speed because of increase in temperature. Okay, thus internal energy of the substance is the total energy of all its atoms or molecules. Internal energy is what? Total energy of all its molecules and atoms. The internal energy is denoted by a symbol U. Now, internal energy, we will be seeing some important notes. For an ideal monoatomic gas, monoatomic means what? Single atom, such as argon. The internal energy is just the translational kinetic energy of the atoms having linear motion. This we have already seen. Monoatomic gas are having 3 degrees of freedom, as it is having 3 degrees of freedom due to only translational kinetic energy of all the atoms. Whereas polyatomic gases like carbon dioxide, we consider rotational kinetic energy, vibrational kinetic energy, and also translational kinetic energy. Okay, but in liquid and gases, we consider only potential energy of the molecules due to intermolecular attractive forces among them. So what we have seen in monoatomic gas, there is translational kinetic energy. In polyatomic gas, such as carbon dioxide, there is translational, vibrational, as well as rotational. But in case of any liquids and solids, there is only one energy, that is called as a potential energy, due to intermolecular forces between them. Monoatomic gas, that's what has been mentioned over here. Okay, now we will be seeing thermodynamic system and thermodynamic surrounding. What is meant by system and surrounding? A thermodynamic system is the collection or a group of objects that can be formed an unit which may have the ability to exchange with the surrounding. Okay, thermodynamic system, we will not go to the definition directly. Take for example, a water is there kept inside a vessel. Okay, whenever the water is kept inside a vessel, the water is called as a system. Okay, and the vessel as well as the as well as the environment which is outside, it is called as a surrounding. Okay, a thermodynamic system is a collection or a group of object. Means vessel is having group of objects, means what? It is having water that can form a unit which may have the ability to exchange heat with the surrounding. So the vessel is having the ability to exchange the heat with the surrounding. Anything that is not a part of the system is its surrounding. See, vessel as well as the outside environment, it is not a part of the system. Only water is a part of a system. Okay, so it is considered as environment or surrounding. A surface separating the system from the surrounding, it's called as boundaries. Means vessel was the boundary and water was the system. Vessel was the boundary, uh, water was the system, and outside temperature or outside is the surrounding. Okay, for example, water is kept in a vessel is a system. The vessel is a boundary, and the atmosphere around the vessel is its surrounding. Now, thermodynamic system can be classified in basically three types: open system, closed system, and isolated system. So let us discuss one by one. Open system. An open system is a system that freely allows the exchange of energy and matter with its environment. Open system that freely allows exchange of energy as well as matter with its surrounding. Water boiling in a kettle is an open system. Heat escapes into the air. This is an exchange of energy with the surrounding. At the same time, steam also escapes into the air. This is the exchange of matter with the surrounding. Whenever we will be boiling water, what will happen? Heat will escape into the surrounding. Whatever heat will be provided, that will be moving out. So what is happening? There is an exchange of energy with the surrounding. Heat is moving out, means what? Exchange of energy with the surrounding. At the same time, steam will also move out. Steam means what? Water particle will also move out. As water particle is moving out, water particle can be considered as matter. So there is exchange of matter also with the surrounding. So what is open system? Where exchange of both is possible. Exchange of heat as well as exchange of matter. Next one, closed system. Closed system means what? Which doesn't allows the exchange of matter, but only allows the exchange of heat, heat with the surrounding. For example, water boiling in a boiler is a closed system. Water boiling in a boiler in a closed system. You can see this black line. Black line means what? It doesn't allows the exchange of matter, but it only allows the exchange of energy, exchange of heat. Okay. Or energy also we can tell. Heat and energy is one and the same. Okay. It allows heat it to be transferred from the source of heat, a burner, to the water system inside. Similarly, heat is also transferred to the surrounding. Steam, being matter, is not allowed to escape as long as the valve has been kept closed. You can see this black line. This is a valve which is kept closed. Due to this valve kept closed, what happens? No matter is able to move outside. No steam is able to move outside. Only the heat which has been generated inside is able to move outside. Okay, so this is a closed system. Next one is isolated system. Isolated system is a completely sealed, isolated from its environment. Matter as well as heat cannot escape outside. You might have seen thermos bottle. So water kept in a thermos flask forms an isolated system. From there, not a single water particle is able to escape outside. Water particle means matter, as well as whatever heat is there inside the thermos is not able to move outside. Heat means what? Energy. So no energy nor matter is allowed to escape outside. Okay. Next one we will be studying now, thermodynamic process. What is thermodynamic process? Thermodynamic process is a process in which the thermodynamic state of a system changes. In which thermodynamic state of the system changes. It might be previously its temperature was lower. After some time its temperature has increased. Why its temperature has increased? That all things we will be studying this in this topic. For example, water contained in a vessel with a lid on its top is an open system. When the pot is heated externally, water starts boiling. After some time, the steam is produced, which exerts the pressure on the wall of the vessel. In this case, the state of the water in the container is changed. This is because temperature T, volume V, and pressure P of the water inside the vessel changes when we start boiling. Take for example, we have taken water inside a beaker and we have kept a lid at the top of it. Previously its temperature was less, as well as volume was also less, and pressure was also less. Okay, but as soon as we started heating, what happens? Due to its random motion, its temperature will start increasing. So as temperature is increasing, what will happen? Its thermodynamic state will change. Previously it was at a lower thermodynamic state. Now it is at a higher thermodynamic state. Okay, so what is heat over here? Heat is a form of energy that is transferred between the system and its environment due to the temperature difference that exists between the two. So what is happening? Heat is what? Heat is basically a form of energy. Heat is what? Is a form of energy that is transferred between the system and its surrounding. Heat is always transferred between the system and the surrounding. Take for example, a container, open container is there and no lid is there. So what will happen whenever I will be start heating, the system's temperature will increase as compared to the environment. So continuously heat is transferred from the system to the surrounding. Okay, it can happen that the temperature heat will flow from the system to the surrounding or surrounding to the system. That also we'll be studying. Okay, so heat always flows from a higher temperature region to a lower temperature region. This you should be knowing. Heat always flows from a high temperature region to a lower temperature region. Conditions for the flow of energy between the system and its environment. There are some conditions in which the heat will either flow from the system to the surrounding or surrounding to the system. So there are basically three conditions. Energy flows into the system, energy flows from the system to the surrounding, and both are in thermal equilibrium. Whenever the both are in thermal equilibrium, there will be no transfer of heat, okay, or energy. So consider a system with temperature Ts is kept in an environment of temperature Te. Let Q be the heat transfer or energy transferred between the system and surrounding. Means whatever the temperature of the system is there, that is considered as Ts, temperature of the system. Means whatever water taken, and the water is at what temperature? If the water is taken in a vessel, its temperature is taken as Ts, because that is a system. And whatever temperature is outside, that temperature is taken as Te, because it is the environment, temperature of the environment. Next one, energy flows into the system. Okay, when does the energy flows into the system? When the temperature of the system is less than that of the environment. Temperature of the system is less than that of the environment. Take for example, inside a beaker I have taken cold water. As the water is cold, what is the temperature of the system is less than the temperature of the surrounding. So temperature of the surrounding means what? Temperature of the environment. So heat will flow from the environment towards the system. Okay. So Ts, temperature of the system, is less than the temperature of the surrounding or the temperature of environment. The energy flows into the system. As a result, system gains. What will happen? The cold water will gain heat. As the cold water will gain heat, so temperature of the system will increase. Heat will increase. Heat will increase inside the system. Heat will increase inside the system as it will absorb heat from the surrounding. Okay. Next one, energy flows from the system. Energy flows from the system. Take for example, inside a beaker I have taken a hot water. So what will happen? Temperature of the system is greater than the temperature of the environment, so heat will flow out. As the heat will flow out, so what will happen? System will lose energy. That is, energy flows from the system into the environment. From the system into the environment means heat will flow from the hot water to outside system. So Ts is greater than Te. So Q is smaller than 0, means total heat will decrease. Total heat will decrease as the heat of the system will reduce, or the heat will be giving out heat. As it will be giving out heat, so Q is taken as negative. Q is what over here? Temperature or the energy content. What is Q? Energy transport. Okay. Third one, no transfer of energy. When Ts is equal to Te, the system and the environment are in thermal equilibrium. Means the water which is taken inside the beaker as well as the outside temperature is both the same. So there will be no temperature difference. Both are in thermal equilibrium. So heat transfer Q will be 0. Heat transfer Q will be 0. Next one. Now we can change the internal energy of the system. We can change the internal energy of the system by basically two methods. Either by heating the piston or by pushing the piston. Okay, we are considering a cylinder is provided by a movable, massless and frictionless piston at one end. The gas inside the cylinder is the system. Whatever gas is there inside the cylinder is the system, and the rest is the environment. Okay, the temperature of the system inside the temperature of the gas inside the cylinder is considered as Ts, because it is the temperature of the system, and whatever the temperature is outside is considered as Te, because it is the temperature of the environment. We are heating this piston in the initial stage. You can see this burner. As we are heating the piston, what is happening? This piston is moving outside. Okay, so previously what was over here? TE means temperature of the environment was greater than temperature of the surrounding. So temperature difference, what is the temperature difference between the source and the system will cause the flow of heat towards the gas in the system. Okay, then there will be an increase in internal energy of the gases. As we will be heating, what will happen? There will be increase in internal energy of the gases. You can see the final state which is below. Previous temperature was 100 degrees Celsius. After heating it, temperature has increased to 200 degrees Celsius. Okay, so now what is the temperature of the system is greater than the temperature of the environment. Previously it was ulta. Temperature of the environment was greater than the temperature of the system, because heating was not there. After heating it has go on ulta, means temperature of the system is greater than the temperature of this environment. So the energy is transferred from the gas to the environment. Energy of the now what is happening? System's temperature is more. As system's temperature is more, so gas or the energy will be transferred from the system to the surrounding. Why it is happening? Because heat always flows from a high temperature region to a low temperature region. Now in the final stage, what is the temperature of the system is more than the temperature of the surrounding. Temperature of the system is more than the temperature of the surrounding, so heat will flow from the system towards the surrounding. Okay, so the gas will lose and the environment will cool. Next one, change in work done by doing some sort of work. Whenever on we'll be taking same type of piston, just 1 minute. Okay, whenever we will be, you can see this first diagram, we are pushing this piston quickly. As soon as we push this piston quickly, what will happen is internal energy will change, or will be increase in internal energy as we are compressing the gas. You can see the diagram which is below. We are compressing the gas, so there is increase in internal energy. In this case, we know that piston does some work on the gas in moving it by some distance. We are doing some work on this piston by moving the gas inside. So gas will gain energy, so its temperature will increase. Okay, on the other hand, if the gas pushes the piston out, now what was happening previously? Piston was moving in the direction of the arrow. Now if it moves against the direction of the arrow, means if this piston moves outside, then what will happen? Gas is expanding. As a gas is expanding, so work is done by the gas on the system, so work is done by the gas on the environment. Okay, so what will happen? It loses some of its energy and the gas cools down. Okay, previously what was happening? It was doing some sort of work, so gas temperature was increasing. You can see previously temperature was 100 degrees Celsius. After pushing the piston inside, what has happened is temperature is increased to 200. Now imagine inverse process. Gas is doing some sort of work on piston. So what is happening? Previously its temperature was 100. Previously its temperature was 200. As the gas is doing some sort of work, or the system is doing some sort of work, so its temperature decreases. Okay, now what is positive work and negative work we will study. Consider an ideal gas enclosed in a cylinder with a movable massless frictionless piston. Okay, in this case the gas inside the cylinder is considered as a system. Whatever gas is inside the cylinder is considered as a system, and the cylinder along with the piston is considered as the environment. Okay, when the gas expands, take for example, gas is expanding. So what is happening? Gas is exerting pressure on the walls of the piston, so the piston will move outside. So there is a transfer of momentum as well. Momentum means what? Momentum's formula is what? Mass into velocity. Okay, so it is exerting pressure, so its volume is increasing. So piston is moving by a finite distance. You can see this direction, motion of the piston, and before it is moving outside. Okay, therefore during expansion, gases does positive work on the piston. So during this process, what will happen? Gas will do positive work on the piston. So work done is positive, but energy transfer decreases. Energy transfer decreases because inside temperature is see, system System is what? Inside the piston. Okay. System is not gaining energy. System is giving out energy. As system is giving out energy, so heat transfer is considered as negative. As it is negative, so it is written as Q is smaller than 0. So system is losing energy. System is losing energy, and this, as this piston is moving outside, so volume is increasing. So volume is increasing. So gas does a positive work on piston. What is gas doing? It is doing positive work on the piston. Next one, negative. Negative work done by the piston. Consider an enclosure, it is one and the same. So we will directly move out to the next one. When the piston pushes it, when the piston is pushed inside, you can see this motion of the piston. It is moving inside. It is moving inside means what? Work is done on the gases. Work is done on the gases, and we are exerting force on the piston. Okay, we are exerting force on the piston. So what will happen is inside system's area, volume will decrease. As system's volume will decrease, so gas molecule strikes is in gains momentum from the piston. As we are striking it, what will happen? It will gain momentum. Previously what was happening? It was losing momentum. What was happening? It was losing momentum. You can see it is transferred the piston, so it loses momentum. It was losing momentum in previous case whenever we will be considering positive work done, but whenever we will be considering negative work done, it will gain momentum. It is gaining momentum means what? There is some sort of work done which will be considered as negative. There will be some sort of work done which will be considered as negative. Okay, so we can describe this one as a system is gaining energy. System is gaining energy means what? As a heat is transferred from the surrounding to the system. As a piston is moving inside, system is piston is moving inside. Piston is moving inside means what? Inside temperature is increasing. सिस्टम का टेम्परेचर बढ़ रहा है. सिस्टम का टेम्परेचर बढ़ रहा है मीन्स व्हाट? वी आर डूइंग सम सॉर्ट ऑफ वर्क. वर्क इज डन बाय द एनवायरनमेंट to the system. Okay, so systems is gaining energy. System is gaining energy, so work done is negative. Work done is negative. So as system is gaining energy, so Q transfer energy is a positive, so Q is greater than 0. Volume of the gas is decreasing. Gas molecules gains momentum from the piston, so gas system is having negative work done, so W is negative. Previously W was positive. Okay, now over here is a short comparison. Whenever the piston is moving outside, okay, this is not only important for now but also for competitive exams as well. Whenever a piston is moving outside, work done is positive, so the system will lose energy. As the system is losing energy, so Q is negative. It can be written as Q is smaller than 0. Similarly, when the piston is moving inside, work done is negative, so there is gain of energy. Gain of energy means what? Total energy is positive, so it can be written as Q is greater than 0. Thank you.